Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the very late night stream. We're starting super late, almost a full hour late. Uh, I just got to bed later than usual to this little nap I take before we go live, and then I woke up like an hour later than usual. So that's just how it is. I woke up at like 1:50 almost. All right, but here we are. We're still going to end by 5 p.m., so we're not going to pass that rule. So we're just going to have a shorter nighttime stream. Today we've got what do we got? We've got a new trade break. So we're going to say new trade break, new Sandstorm booster, and a new Sylveon Vmax. That's what you guys voted on, right? Late night stream. All right. Late night card shop. All right, good. I don't think we need to say that. You think we need to say late night card shop? I don't know if that's necessary. Let's just say card shop. How about that? All right, cool, man. Sometimes the titles are really simple. So simple. Okay. Mister, can you check my message on Discord? Oh, I just saw that when I woke up. So you're proposing a trade for some Pokemon cards. I don't exactly need those cards. Maybe I will take a look into that. The bigger problem is I'd have to go get them. Gosh, I wish they weren't so far away from me. It always takes like 3 minutes to go find stuff in the shipping area. 3 to 5 minutes. No, not 3 to 5 minutes, but like 3 minutes perhaps. And then, we lose viewers. But I guess I could have gone there before the stream started, but I just wanted to rush right over here to the stream. I wanted to get over here to the stream before it gets any later because it is late. We're starting late. All right. At here, we're going live for Monday night. We got some Star Wars breaks for May 4th, although for some people it's already May 5th. Actually, yeah, I think even in California it's May 5th. We are. The Star Wars breaks didn't go off in the daytime stream. We're still going to run them for tonight, though, because I consider this the Monday night stream. All right, what's this? You have an unclaimed benefit. What are you talking about? Get out of here. So many ads, dude. We're going to throw all these away. Pat Gibbs sent a penny message. He says, I'll just wait on tag to open back up, but I should have 4 cards submitted for grading, Wood Buzz, 2 Mario cards, and an ugly Pyroar. Could you confirm whenever you get a chance? 2 Mario cards. Now, let me just double check that it didn't go out. Let's see. I'm sure it's here. All right, let me grab this. Yeah, okay, so the Stitch card was the one that went out in the other order. We are. All right, so I'm sure it's there. It probably just needed to be dug into more. All right. You have to understand the way it's kind of set up is it enters into a queue, and I don't like to touch anything until it's actually time to get started. The more you touch it, the more you risk like moving things. Give me 1 Crown Zenith and 1 Poke Shuffle, Team Rocket Grunt. I think we finished that in the daytime stream. I just ordered more Ascended Heroes. That's what it is. I ordered more Ascended Heroes. Yes. Ascended Heroes, guys. It looks like it's going to be a little while until we get to the next set. And Ascended Heroes is the hot set. So I ordered more of it. Welcome, guys, to the late night stream. Oh, man, I guess I was thirsty. What the hell? Woke up and started drinking like a whole bottle of water here. Now, let's get the website pinned. A website. Let me have a quick cough. All right, so here we are. Ready to have some fun today. How busy will the Monday stream be? The Monday daytime stream was incredibly busy. We basically had to tell people to stop ordering cards. We're pinning the website right now. I'm turning on the iPad. One of the last steps is to turn the iPad on here. All right. Close that. Open one of these. What up, fam? Hey, what's up, CC Collects? Let's close this and open this. So the rocket break went off in the daytime stream, and now we've got This beautiful booster pack. Here is Sandstorm, and probably the last Sandstorm I'm going to host at a reasonable price. This is the last chance you'll have to get into a good Sandstorm break. All right, putting that back over there. Good. And let's see. We've got the jumbo pack break over here. It's got one person in it. Let's go over the breaks for a second. That Dark Alakazam Hollow was fire. Yeah, that was a really good one, man. That was super cool, wasn't it? So one jumbo pack break. Here we have the beautiful binder break that nobody's entered, which makes me feel like maybe we should reset it. Maybe we should just reset it. What do you guys think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, 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 do. Let's try this out. Also, my notifications on YouTube didn't pop up for you, mister. I'm sure that it takes a minute. Close all that. Let's see about this, huh? That's 25 plus 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 15 plus 2 plus 5. That's 112. So what you're looking at right here is $112. 40 times 4 would be 160. So we're going to pop these on. I don't know, maybe the Nidoqueen's not popular to look at. This claims to be $20. That's McDonald's 25th anniversary Bulbasaur. So 112 becomes 132. What is this? Oh, this is from, so these two cards add about another 10. So that's 141. 141. And this card here just adds about 20 more dollars. 141 becomes 166. So all these are not necessary. This right here hits $140. I'm sorry, $160. Just this round right here hits 160. 160 right here, guys. But that's interesting because then how do we afford to add all the other cards to it? Well, we could probably take the cash form out. I don't think the cash form is very popular. Set this here like that. And then create a new price tag for it, perhaps. Maybe we'll stick to the 1 and 4 formula. I think the first time we did this, we did 1 and 6, actually. And it did eventually go off. Okay. Hey, what's up, 6? How's it going? So we'll pop this in here like that. So that's it. That's 41 and 4. But we're removing all this. We might leak them back in somewhat. So we'll keep an eye on that. This. We'll see if we get any action in the binder break. If it's dead, it's dead. I've thought about one thing we could do with the binder break is have it be an item that's floating inside of the live customs all the time. Mister, I heard today that the GameStop CEO gets a giant $35 billion incentive payout if he gets the GameStop market cap to 100 billion. That's why he's trying to buy eBay. Is it a 35 billion stock payment or something? I don't know. That sounds too high. But I talked about that in the Discord server, by the way. You guys know about the GameStop trying to acquire eBay, which, if you really think about it, is kind of outrageous. For years, GameStop price gouged video game buyers. So you would go buy like Mario Party or whatever for $60 plus taxes from GameStop, and then you'd come back to sell it to them. They'd buy it for like 20 bucks at best, if at best. And then they put it right back up for sale for like 50 bucks. So used copy, then they get really high on that used copy price. And it got even worse for games that didn't just launch. So they'd buy your game back for like $7, and then they'd turn around and sell it for $30. Just outrageously low purchase prices, and everyone knew you were getting killed by GameStop people hated it. You know what people started doing? They started selling their stuff on eBay because eBay was more fair about it. So their biggest competitor was eBay. Where else were you going to sell your video games? You sold them on eBay. And now eBay's this really successful company because they didn't, put all their eggs in one basket gaming. They sold everything. So eBay's become this juggernaut of Pokemon card sales. And this company that basically has a failed business is trying to buy them out. Where'd they get all the money for buying them out? They didn't earn it. They basically just got lucky. There was the short squeeze on GameStop. This created this giant spike in the stock price. So they issued new stock. You know what that's like? That's like if Bitcoin went up in price and then somebody owned Bitcoin. So they just, the actual machine Bitcoin, the software, and then they just issued more Bitcoin coins and then sold them. That's called a rug pull. So GameStop just did a rug pull during the short squeeze. That's what they did. They did a rug pull on everyone. And so that's where they got their money from. And it's super unimpressive. And now they're going to buy an actually good company. Ironically, the company that kept you and me from having to sell our games to GameStop at a terrible price. So I just find the whole thing super, super, super annoying. And I do not believe it's going to be good for card collectors. I think it's very possible for GameStop to ruin a good thing. Of course, what they might do is just keep it the same, so that'll be fine. But why should they do that anyways? Just let eBay manage itself. eBay's been doing great. Mister, is website pinned? It should be pinned. Yeah, it should be pinned. Let me double check. Yeah, it's pinned according to this. Yes, it's in stock options, Minister. Hopefully they don't acquire eBay. I don't think they should. They did not do well with their business. eBay did do well. Why should a failing business buy a super good business with money that they didn't really earn? They didn't earn it. They just got lucky. They got lucky because of the short squeeze. Hey, what's up, Choji? Any new Torchics or evolutions? Torchic, huh? I can't think of any specific Torchics. No, I can't think of any specific Torchics. Now, it is May 4th. We are. Wait a second. Ooh, we got this Dragonair still, don't we? All right, here it is. Here are some Star Wars breaks that you guys can get into if you guys would like to celebrate Star Wars Day. This is the Monday nighttime stream, so it technically might almost be Tuesday, but we're still celebrating for Monday. That's just how we do it over here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on over here. Let me get a cop drop to get started. We got to have our traditional cop drop. Got me a pack of Lucky Strikes. You got a pack of ciggies? This man got a pack of ciggies. The hell? Lorenzo Shrub is in with an order. That Staff Alakazam is so nice. Yes, the cheapest Staff Alakazam is listed for $270, but we're going off the last sold $160. So you get a much better price than cheapest buy now with me right now. All right, Lorenzo is actually taking 2 spots in the Sandstorm. That's a lot because there's only 9 spots in here. I think opening vintage packs is one of the best things you can do right now. One of the safest moves, too, by the way, because we don't really know where the hobby is heading. But you know what? I bet you wherever it heads, vintage is always going to be good because it wasn't overprinted, right? This was printed in like 2004, way before this whole Logan Paul stuff. So vintage is never going to get printed into the ground. Pretty safe move. Actually, it's kind of surprising it's not more expensive in a way. Mister, this is me, Rishi. Can I have a free one? Oh, yeah, that guy was fun. I don't know if I would have banned him. What I would have done is like a 24-hour. We are. Mr. Marius Larson used my spot for a Sandstorm and 4 Poke Shuffles. All right, so we got Mr. Marius. So 75 will bring you down to 105. 4 Poke Shuffles will bring you down to 85. You're down to $85, Mr. Marius. How much does O get in? How much does 1 get in? You mean for the Sandstorm break? It's $75. See the 75 down here? The odds are 9 out of 9, meaning you're going to get 1 of the 9 cards. You're getting a guaranteed pull. Going by fast. How do you get a live custom? Live customs are $25. Let me get 4 live customs. Oh, I see. Now that is a different equation. Okay. So there's 3 people in the Sandstorm now. 6 spots do remain. That's the last time I'll probably host this Sandstorm at this price. I looked at the booster pack prices for these. They're going way up. They're getting real expensive. So 105 minus 100 is 5. So you do have $5 left. That's enough for a Pokey Shuffle, right? A Pokey Shuffle snipe could be a big deal. Good luck. All right. Heard the United States is pulling troops out of Europe. What do you guys think of that? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, usually on a subject, you see mixed results. Some people don't like it, some people like it. But you know what's crazy is every time I read it in the comment section, almost unanimous support for this decision. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's very interesting to see that in the news. I think it's Republicans mad that, you know, like Germany's criticizing the US over the Iran war, basically like taking their side. Remember, that's the country that's like allies with Russia and China, and they shout death to America. And then I think it's Democrats too going, why do we spend all this money on our military, but we don't have socialized healthcare, but Europe does? Okay, you ready? So I think weirdly it's an issue both Democrats and Republicans agree on. Boom, we got Mewtwo T10. Whoa. All right, Mewtwo T10. What could that be? That could be a good one. Let's find out. 240? Not this one. There is a big one in there. There's a big Mewtwo in there. Oh, wait. No. It is that. No. I'm just reading it wrong. I'm going crazy. All right. Okay. It's got to be a different one then. Oh, it's good. Look at that. $200 golden Mewtwo. Considering moving to Europe, because those people would actually revolve against their government, 100 of years doing so. You mean revolt? Ugh. I don't know if Europe would revolt against their government. Maybe France. France does a lot of protests, but they usually just protest for more free stuff. Ooh. Wow. What a beautiful card, guys. Wow. Now, this one is valued right now at $200. It might be higher. I'm not sure if it went higher since we added it to the box. Ooh, man, this is why you open Destined Rivals right here, guys. Look at that. Man, that's cool. Did the price of that go up? It very well could have. You got Mr. Marius. Now, you got $5 left over. You want a Pokey Shuffle? There goes. Plop that over there. All right. Give me a Pokey Shuffle. All right, that'll be the end of your store credit. Good luck. We got a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Vikavolt. Oh, man. One cold one. Now you're done completely with your store credit. Good luck in the Sandstorm break. He's in the Sandstorm break. Excuse me. I'm considering moving to Europe. I was hoping I could pay way higher taxes. Next up, we have a Lorenzo Shrub. He says, I might as well get one more Sandstorm spot. Here you go, Mr. Lorenzo. I was thinking of bringing back the Cool Kids box. I forgot how much fun it was to be able to have like a big stack of rare cards in there and then be able to make like a clip out of that. I think we should do that again. Show off all the best hits. You know what I mean? Price coming down on League of Legends. I heard they reprinted and prices changed up generally. Just curious. Well, we can price check it if you'd like. Yes. If it's cheaper online, then it'll be cheaper over here too. Okay. We did restock. Look, we did restock Riftbound, everybody. So this is back in action. Riftbound is back. Take a second to smash that like button for Riftbound. But let me take a quick look and see what we paid for it. Depends on where we got it to. Where did we get this? Excuse me. Okay. Divided by 3. How many in a box? How many in a box, huh? 24 or something? Does it say? Contains 24 packs. All right, good. All right, so here's this times this plus this. Says I should be selling them at just about $10. What is the current price on Riftbound? There it is, 9.5. So Riftbound stays the same. League of Legends Spirit Board or Spirit Board stays the same price. No price change on it. But hey, if it gets cheaper later, we'll pay attention to that. But this round that we just bought is probably going to stay the same price. Well, thank you, Lorenzo, for getting us started for this stream. That's a big round from Lorenzo, guys. He just went $225 deep. That makes you the big buyer of tonight. Let me check the website real fast. Website's pinned, right? Okay, website's all good. Jorge Ponce was the last guy to order over there. Let me put this up here and start schmoozing. We got to start schmoozing now. You guys want to talk about what's hot, what's good? What do you guys want to talk about? Pokemons? I'd love to see this go off. Would you guys like to do this? This could be a four-way gym break. We've never done a four-way gym break, but I think it would be funny if 4 people could buy into this quickly, and then we could host it, and we could use the deck. And if you think about it, one guy's going to get his score jumped by 3 points, right? Because he beat 3 other people. So a four-way gym battle. Schmooze me up. Hey, what up, man? Have you talked about tag shutting down all tiers except Express? Yeah, unfortunately, that really affects us. We had a bunch of tag cards about to go out. They were supposed to go out this weekend, and now tag is shut down. So I'm working on the PSA submission. It's like it's like halfway done. Yeah, tag shutting down really affects us. We had guys waiting for the middleman grading to start up. It really sucks. You know, honestly, I feel tag should have warned all middleman graders what was happening first, because they didn't warn us about it. They just all of a sudden paused it. And I think what they really ought to have done is said, "Hey, middleman graders, you get one more round. You know, you get till Friday, and then it's done for you, okay?" And they didn't do that. They just did it all of a sudden. So I think that that's pretty that's bad business, really. You kind of screw your middlemans, because middleman's got all these people waiting for their cards to go out. So I didn't like that. It affected us. It sucks. Hopefully they just open back up, but I don't think they will. What I think's probably going to happen. Look, I'm going to grade a couple of these. What I think is probably going to happen. I think they're probably going to raise the price on middleman grading. So that's what I think is going to happen. This is like a grand gesture before they raise prices. They'll be like, "Oh, everything's evolving. It's evolving. It's evolving." And that's why we're going to have to charge you quite a lot more money. So that's my suspicion, is they were giving us too good of a price. They didn't like it. And now they're like, "Hey, we got to charge these mother effers more." Audio's poppy. Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right. I turned the camera on and off. Let me know if that improves the quality of the microphone. Can I buy 2 spots in the big gym? You can buy 2 spots in here, yeah. How about 2 spots in here? This is a Scarlet Violet box break. It goes to one guy, and it does get opened, okay? It's not a keep it sealed situation. We want to see what's in here. But we need 4 people, and it's a gym break for 4 people. And if you win, we'll give you 3 wins on your gym card. We're still running that gym challenge thing, guys. Price hikes everywhere. All right, so but take a look at some of these. The new Korean Inferno X's, we got a nice restock on that before he ran out of those. I asked him for a Team Rocket restock. He didn't have a restock on it. Rarity V, that sold all right. Here's 151 Surprise, one of the hottest sets on the menu. If you guys buy more of this, I'll buy more of it. I'll restock more. Celebrations, I'm running low on that. We sold through a lot of that. Ninja Turtles, selling very well. Union Arena, we're on our final case of this. This has been selling through. Perfect Order's kind of slowed down. There's that Riftbound Spirit Forged. Heavy Potter's been selling through a little bit. This has been performing quite poorly. Here's the Korean Mega Dream, which I believe is underpriced. I think that actually has to have its price raised. Here's Nikkei, first edition. I think we opened a box of this today. No Siggy came out. And Topps Naruto. I made a video showing off some of our Weiss Schwartz product. I hope you guys watched that in the shorts. I think it's time for this guy to become $5. It's really unfortunate, but this has been a really catastrophe of a product. This product has done very poorly. OP15. When I bought it, I think I overpaid, sadly, but it happens, you know. So now we are doing quite bad on this. OP5 with the price drop. It's not OP5, it's OP15. Oh, it was already 5.5 on the menu. So now it's just going to be 5. OP15 is now $5. We lower prices. We don't just raise prices. Prices go down too. My goal is to just kind of follow the market. If it goes up, we go up. If it goes down, we go down. That's it. Really uncomplicated, right? Update. All right, he's updated on the website. So this is now $5 a pack, and you might be more interested in snatching some, giving it a try. What I can tell you is that we have nearly a full case of OP15. No mangas have been pulled, and just virtually no one bought it. It just was untouched, basically. People said, I'm not going to buy that. Let's see how our current tag submissions are looking. They have a total of 4 submissions with us. Oh, they just logged one in on 5-4. Huh. So we are going to get some tag submissions back. That's the good news. Man, that's no good, though, that they shut all that down. That's really annoying. All right. Let me pop this up here. Good. I know we are doing rotations on the slabs in the A box, so tonight could be a good night to work on rotations. We just reset. The here it is. The binder break. It has been lowered to a 1 of 4 break. We had it at 1 of 5, now it's 1 and 4. So we've reset it to the core cards. These core cards make the breakup, and they add up to $160. They do. This pile of cards really does add up to that amount. You got to mix a Japanese, but also English. Here's a vintage card. It was only $5. This guy's pricey as hell, though. Look at this. That's a McDonald's 25th anniversary card. Pretty sure that's a McDonald's card. Yeah, it is because of the confetti. So some of these have gotten kind of expensive, like this guy. And this is expensive, of course, because it's a Charizard from the year 2018. So that's a Japanese Charizard 2018. He was a good man, a great man. Some would say the best man. You have a lot of that Bulba too? What's custom booster? Hey, what's up, Chris? We got custom boosters. Sometimes they contain slabs in them. What specifically are you asking about? You asking about anything particular? Let's go ahead and rotate these slabs. Get some of them out of here. Aerodactyl, Android. Here's a nice Kadabra. Here's a nice Darkrai for 90. Here's a nice Scrafty for 90. Oh, maybe we got to do something with Scrafty, huh? I think we put Scrafty back into that live customs. Let's round him up to 100. He's an alt art from Mega Dream. Pretty cool looking. Check this out, Mr. Chris G. This is called a live custom booster. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are $25 each. And what you're going to see is we've picked out 4 empty boosters. That should add up to 100, right? Because they're $25 each. And then we're going to write this guy's name down. So he's number 241. And it's going to be Scrafty. M. Scrafty. And he's going to say T10 for tag 10. Like that. See, all the information's on this card. Now watch. We put him into one of the cards for $25. The other 3 shall just contain a simple Pokemon card. That's it. Now, what you're hoping to do is randomly pull. You're hoping to randomly pull this card for 25 bucks. That's what you're hoping for. I'm going to take all 4 of these packs and load them into the box and put Mega Scrafty over to the side. And there we go. Now this is restocked. So this box is full of those slabs waiting to be pulled out for 25 bucks. So if you take a $25 or $50 shot at this, you're hoping to snipe something out of it. It is. All right, so that's what a custom booster might look like. We also have the Poke Shuffles, which is one of the best selling things on the menu. Speaking of which, Michael Ibarra just sent in an order, 10 Poke Shuffles. You got it, Mr. Michael Ibarra. All right, Poke Shuffles are super duper popular. What if we had like a sealed booster box in both the Poke Shuffle and the live customs? You guys think that would be fun? So that it's not strictly slabs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He gets a bonus card because he bought 10. So he just bought these 10 cards over here. And he paid $5 per card. So he paid $5 for each of these Pokemon cards. We're going to flip it around. Now he's looking for a card that has some writing on it, if he's lucky. Come on. Come on. Oh, but it's a strictly cold round. I'm so sorry, Michael. Ooh. Michael, if you have another cold round, you get a spot in the second chance of break. But that's no good. He got a strictly cold round in here. Oof. That is painful. I think that is also going to trigger a new card going in the live custom or into the Poke Shuffles as well. Like that Lapras is really cute. This Houndoom's pretty cool, actually. We're going to put Houndoom in. He'll be a 15 spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So he's one of those trick or trade cards from 2023. He's already 3 years old. That means if you had a baby in 2023, you now have a 3-year-old. Houndoom T10. All right. All right. We'll put this here. Very good. Very nice. There we have it. So that's what it looks like. Now, Michael Ibarra had some really tough luck tonight. Usually we have a giveaway. Why don't we pick out a giveaway and put him on that giveaway? Usually we have some kind of giveaway. What is this? Put this here, I guess. Let's see. Oh, here's this. I think Jennifer Yap recently bought a spot in here. Have you guys thought about jumping in that? We host some of the wildest breaks on the internet. That is a break for One Piece. Not bad. That is a One Piece break. Pretty big giveaway, actually. Wait, this is a really expensive card. What's it doing over here? Huh. So I do have a giveaway card tonight. Looks like we're giving away this Dracozolt. Ooh. All right. Can I buy empty ETB boxes from you, mister? I have like a huge bag of those. Whenever I have leftover ETBs, I always save them because ultimately they get used for like shipping and stuff. So I think I do have a whole bag of those. I don't know what that's worth. But again, I do actually use them for like organization and for shipping. So they have a little bit of a value to me, believe it or not. Was Mr. Michael here watching that? Are you okay, Michael? So Michael Ibarra, watch this. I'm going to put you in here. All right, you get a free spot in here, right? And now I'm also going to give you a free poker card. You're going to get this one, it looks like. All right, so tough round, but you're going to get a free card. Let's go find your bag, Michael. Now, Michael, this might grade 10. I think it has a really high chance of a 10. And if it does grade 10, I think it's worth kind of a lot of money. It is. I think it's probably like $75. So hopefully that tied you over a little bit because I know for a fact that's probably going to grade 10. Okay. Ooh. You know, I got some weird knickknacks to sell over the years. I got a lot of weird Pokemon stuff I built up that need to be sold on like eBay or something. All right. Tossing this up here. Like I got those old 151 tables. Got a whole bunch of those 151 tables. You guys know what I'm talking about? All right, let's see. We're hitting refresh. What's a custom booster? No orders in the queue. We've just started and we have no orders in the queue. eBay probably the best place to sell stuff like that. Yeah, I know. I don't really bother here. So here's the new Trade Slab Staff Alakazam. If you're looking to get rid of $20 of your Pokemon cards out of your bag to get into here, you can do that instead of spending cash. You just have to tell me. I'm going to do a live custom, says Chris G. First time order, live custom. Is that what you're planning? Sounds good, man. Here's the Dene for $45. Hello Kitty for $80. That's really cute. Here's Mimikyu for $120. Here's Deoxys for $40. That's a great card. And here's Ethan's Typhlosion, which I think is a really nice card. He's up there. He's a cool one. We're going to set him in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going in. Ethan's Typhlosion. What room we got for slabs? We got room for some slabs in there. Number 017, Typhlosion T10. Yeah, this guy's cool as hell, man. What if I trade slabs for trade slab chance? Hee hee. Yeah, that might be possible. We are. All right. Put that up there. I wish the mailing area was up here because I would be more interested in looking into your cards at that point. That Kadabra is with the K. What do you guys think? You think the Kadabra should go into the pricey slabs box or into the... He's $200. I feel like he's just undervalued for doing that. So let's take a picture of this now. I know, mister, I understand. Let me take a picture here. Michael Ibarra getting burned in those pokey shuffles. Riding over to the All Slabs new channel and taking a picture of the Huzz. Ooh, my camera's always foggy. I gotta clean the lens. How's it going tonight, guys? How's it going? You know, we got a special Naruto tin break, and it's got one person in it. We need 2 more people. We are. I saw Miss Alexis having to ship Sarah Dusenberry's cards, and she had like 100 slabs. Sarah Dusenberry had so many slabs, it was shocking. So she's about to get a whole lot of her money in. Yeah, she got some really big packages going out. 3 large priority mailboxes. Holy moly. Now, that's a combination of her baggies, but also all those slabs. Yeah, we got this Lord of the Rings. Here's a Lord of the Rings. Okay, and over here we've got not a Lord of the Rings. This Raikou, he's pretty cool. He's hot, man. I like this card a lot. What do you guys think of this Raikou? Here's Darkrai. Looks like we got a couple of these Darkrai's. Double Darkrai. And what is this? We got Dawn for $55. These are some good slabs. These are some solid slabs. I like what I'm seeing. All right, let's take a picture. Sarah gets pretty lucky. Okay, you ready? Picture. Okay, that's getting uploaded to the All Slabs channel now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, Reverse Pikachu PSA 10 from Sandstorm sold for $6,000 at auction. Yeah, so obviously the Sandstorm pack break is kind of expensive, but the ceiling on what could happen is also pretty high. So maybe we get real lucky with it. We never know. So check this out. I thought that we put this guy into the live customs. Didn't we put this guy in the live customs? Pretty sure we did. And so in an abundance of caution, I'm going to put this in the live customs box. Oops. You know, if I'm ever filling in a live custom and I forget to put the slab into the box, let me know. But now I don't know if we did that or not. I believe you had 2. This guy needs his price checked. He's definitely more expensive than 55 now. Here's a little Duraludon. He's a Shinji Kanda 10 in Japanese. Boa Hancock for 200 and then Boa Hancock for 95. That something's not right. And then here's a Ditto for 36. He's real cute. You guys ever thought about collecting Ditto cards? They seem to be doing really well right now. All right, let's take a look at this Gengar real fast. So I think he's a $100 card now, right? We saw that. PSA 10. Gengar 047. No, I'm incorrect. That's the Wild Forces Gengar. I must be confusing it with the different one. The price on Wild Forces Gengar is around 75. So it is more expensive, but it's not 100. He's a great card. Gengar? Who doesn't want a Gengar? I can see why I graded a bunch of these. All right, let's take a quick look at this Boa Hancock. Boa. So we graded up some of these One Pieces, and they slowed down. Okay, let's take a quick look. We want to buy it now. I think it's this one right here for 120. This card right here. Looks like it. Yep. That's it. STO3. So that's the cheapest one I could find was 120. So they're both going to get changed. One's getting lowered, the other one's getting raised. Looks like we managed to grade 2 of them before either one sold. So that's interesting. There we go. This would be a good card for the waifu box, I think. It's actually kind of a sexy card. So why don't we keep one up on the table? Oops. And let's send the other one off to the Waifu Shuffle. What a handsome pair those boas are. I know. It's a very handsome woman. So these are what, $20 a piece? Yeah, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there you go. Boa's going into here into the Waifu Shuffle. One of the shuffle cards that people don't buy as often. People forget it exists, I think. We shall say ST03-013. These are actually harder to read than energy cards. It's going to say Boa, and it's going to say T10. All right. There we go. That's in. Waifu Shuffle just got a little bigger. Kind of needed that. The Waifu Shuffle could use more slabs. It's Fad. What cards are in the Waifu Shuffle? You want to see them? All right. Showing off the Waifu Shuffle, guys. I put in 25, says Chris. All right, Chris, let's go take care of Chris's first time order, guys. Here are the girl cards, though. We got this Boa just went in. Here's a Siggy. Here's a Sarah in a bikini. Whoever this girl is. The doggy girls. Oh, we already had a Boa in there. There's 2 Boas in there now. You know? Okay. Nessa's in there from a long time ago. So is this Acerola from a long time ago. Could this be going up in value? I wonder. Here's a 9.5. Here's a Princess Bubblegum. This character's totally naked, so that's fun. Here's a Sneaker Bunko Megumin for 9.5, I guess. All kinds of stuff. Just a mix of girl cards. That's a Siggy. This one's popular. I assume this one's popular. It only went in there for 40 bucks. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. What do you think's in this box? It's gonna be girl cards, bro. Here's this card. Look, this one was put in a long time ago, but I know this was put in for 40. It was not an expensive card. Whoa. Holy mama. So some of these went in there quite cheaply, but then you got these big signatures that take up a lot of the, empty cards. That's a lot of ladies. I know. Here's another Kurumi. Here's another Boobies. Here's another Bubblegum Princess. Man, I like this one. Holy cow, man. That's one of my favorites. All right, so there's a lot of slabs in there. People don't open the Waifu Shuffles that often. Of course, I haven't put anything new in there in a while, it feels like. I don't grade girl cards too often. No Nikkei in the box? Shame, mister. Guess I could open some Nikkei or something. All right. Whoa. Let's go take a look at the queue now. All right. So we have a KD and Rust. He wants one spot in each of the booster pack splits. The booster pack splits, the very popular Mr. Cadian. Let's get you in there. Okay, Cadian Rust. Cadian Rust. Good. Experience booster. And the silly one that's going to say Roaring Skies on it. Because once upon a time we said Roaring Skies on it. So there we go. 3 people in there, 7 people needed for the break point to go off. Now this guy is filling up surprisingly quickly. It's a really expensive break. So you got to have some deep pockets to go in there. But there we go. We got 5 people in there now. 4 spots remain for the Sandstorm. It's halfway done. Ooh, wow. Imagine missing Sandstorm in 24 hours. That's pretty interesting. All right. KD and Rust, thank you so much. I'm going to put you in the ZELLE giveaway. Do you guys know about the ZELLE giveaway? ZELLE giveaway is for people who use ZELLE. ZELLE saves us a little bit of money because they don't charge fees. And so I kind of throw that back to you guys. I throw that back to you guys because what I do is I pick out maybe a slab worth a little chunk of money. And when you send in about $100, I know $3 have been saved. So here you go, Mr. Cadian. There. So somebody will walk away with this. And it'll be very nice. All right. Thank you. Let's see who's next. All right. Oh, let me refresh. I think the gentleman, I think Mr. Chris is in the website, isn't he? So that says 306. And this one says, let's hit refresh over here. This one says, oh, weird. Oh, the email will tell me, won't it? That's right. All right, yes, it's your turn, Mr. Chris. Chris Gonzalez, what's up, Chris? It is your turn. One live custom booster. Ooh, his first order, and it's a custom booster, guys. You think you'll get lucky? Let's see. Here it is, Chris. So let me show you how we do this. You ready? So you just take a random chunk of cards like this, and then I stuff it in the back. So that's the first move. So we always shuffle these. Then we take another random chunk from the front, and we go 1, 2, 3. All right. That helps me not know what the next pack was going to be. We just take the next pack like that. That's yours now. All right. And that shuffling motion, by the way, it scrambles up all the hits in the box. So they're all over the place. We just don't know where they're at as time goes by. And now this is either a cold card or it's a hit. Oh, he gets a hit on his first order. Isn't that nice, everybody? Old Maid Gengar. Oh, that's a cool one. I like that one. All right, let me go find it. Is that a $100 card? I can't remember. That one might be 100. Now, Chris, you also get to re-roll it if you don't want it. So if you say, I don't want that card, you can re-roll it, but you won't get the full value when you re-roll it. You'll get minus 25. So whatever it is, minus 25. Here he is. Let me show you. It is 100. And so check this out. You could re-roll them for $75, or in other words, 3 live customs, or you can keep them. So once you pull them, you got to make that choice. What are you thinking? Keep them or re-roll them? He would re-roll for 3 spots. He said he has a bag. Oh, okay, never mind. He's not a brand new order. He says, I have a bag. All right. Well, he still knew enough that I did not remember his name. So sick. You like it? It's cool, right? I'm suspecting he's going to want to keep this one. By the way, this is from 2019. It's kind of old, guys. It's not exactly new. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Keep. All right, you got it. There we have it, everybody. So Chris having a good time with those live customs. It's kind of funny because we've seen a lot of people miss. There we go. How easy was that? It's that easy every time. No, it's not. Old maid cards are cool. I have 4 from you, mister, sitting on my desk. They're pretty bizarre looking. But it is interesting that they're from 2019. They're actually getting kind of old. The artworks are pretty strange. Mr. Marius says, 1 Waifu Shuffle Snipe. You might get one. You know, I feel like there hasn't been any big waifu pulls in a while. So look, all those slabs are just in this little deck right here. That's it. They're all right here. Not very many cards, but they are a denser card. They're $20 each. So you got one. No, wait. So we go chunk to the back like that. Then take another chunk. 1, 2, 3. And you ordered just one of them. Oh, just like that. It says Kuromi. Kuromi, that's a Hello Kitty card, right? So there you go. You're gonna pull a Hello Kitty, but just like the other sets, you're allowed to re-roll it. Hopefully there's a price tag on it. Wait, this is the live custom box. So if you don't like your Hello Kitty card, you can re-roll it, or you can keep the Hello Kitty card. All right, let's see if we can find it. You know, there was another Hello Kitty card, wasn't there? It's not even in here. Is Kuromi something else? 058 Kuromi. What would I put a Kuromi in here for? Shipping is in the description. $9 if you're in the United States. Yeah, $9 if. Okay, so we're looking for number 058. Let's see if we can find that. Maybe there's somebody in here named Kuromi. Yuki, Plymouth, Mogador, Kai, Porsche, Naked Girls, Rune. Oh, Kurumi. Sounds like Kuromi, but it's not. It's Kurumi. You're doing pretty good. So you just pulled this guy or girl. She an anime character. For some reason, I was thinking of Kuromi from Hello Kitty. I don't know why I was thinking that. Here we are. Not bad. You got Tits McGee. What are you thinking? Keep or reroll? Your mom might not appreciate you having this. I think you have to re-roll it. I'll keep it. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Now we have an order from. Hit refresh. Click. Miss Six, she says, 1 Ascended Heroes. I just sent in for a massive restock of Ascended Heroes. Now, I have to go and try to find some Ascended Heroes because I can see we're sold out here. And I can see behind us we don't have any more either. So I'm a little worried because I don't know where I'm going to get these from. A little worried. This is my last tech sticker case before the restock arrives. So hopefully that restock gets in here. So this is a fresh case. But a fresh case of tech stickers is only 36 packs, so it should be gone pretty fast. The Set of Heroes is selling fast. I do not really make all that much money selling these, is the truth. These do not make me a lot of money. They're one of the hottest items. They're also one of the most overpriced items, and they're very hard to restock. In a good way, that is. I could restock them cheap in a bad way. You guys ever want me to do that? Yeah. You want them coming out of sealed cases, it costs extra. Okay. About to send $9. Sounds good, Mr. Chris. Just make sure your address is correct. Now, Mr. Chris, I should also mention we don't actually ship until Friday. You just missed the Monday shipping. You just missed it. Today was the Monday shipping. So our next shipping day is Friday, okay, Chris? It's a while from now. Just make sure he knows that. Wait a second. Only one of these are getting open for you. Can I see my bag? I'm sure we can show your bag. Just stick around for a minute here. Let me take care of 6. Good luck, 6. Oops. All right, what we got? Lat Ball. This really weird Weeping Bell. King Gambit. No super snipe there, 6. It's a good shot, though. You know, it's a good set to open. It really is. That is one of the best sets to open. It's just terribly overpriced. Here goes. All right. Our stuff comes out of sealed cases only. That's why it takes me so long to prepare it for you. Some sellers might be buying product that's been searched already, and that's why they get it a little cheaper. Here's Chris Gonzalez. All right, Chris, let's see what you got. So your shipping round just came in. The queue's pretty empty, actually. It's not a big, heavy queue at the moment, though it might get heavier later. So, Chris Gonzalez, you got this little baggie right here. Got some hollows in it. Belly Bolt, Mega Scrafty, Erica's Victory Bell. You got some hollows here. Sealed case gang. It's fine as long as I get it. Yes, so we'll print your label, but be aware, Miss Alexis does not come back until Friday. All right. She will be out until Friday. I'm going to copy this. We do shipping twice a week. Some people do shipping. Some rip and ships, they do it once a week. We do it twice a week. And it's Miss Alexis. She does the shipping. She does a pretty good job. Let's see. Do we have your address already? No. So this is a new address. Let's grab your email. Okay, we got your email. So you will receive tracking to your email. Okay, we're going to make this not such a heavy label, maybe. Okay, we're going to say, Today I bought $1,000 of postage for shipping. Isn't that interesting? Oh, it rejected your address. It says your address is missing an apartment number. What's your apartment number, Mr. Chris? So I can come visit you. Chris, do you have an apartment number? Yeah, Miss Alexis came in today. She worked a couple hours today. It was a big one. That's because Miss Sarah, number 523. All right, 523 it is. That's because Miss Sarah shipped, and that was a big shipment. So let's see if it accepts that. And there it goes. It's much happier with that address. It's saying, yes, that's a real address. And there we go. We got your label. All right. Come visit me. Get a drink. Hey, baby. I need a vacation sometime, huh? All right. Miss Cactuar Queen's here. Cactuar Queen, we've all been waiting for you. All right. So we put your label in your bag. And when it comes time to ship, Miss Alexis will grab all your slabs as well. Every slab that says Chris Gonzalez will go out with that label. That's how we do it. Cool, man. Look at this fresh Gengar, huh? Doesn't he look nice? That's a nice looking Wild Forces Gengar, huh? Hey, no vacations. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You got to appreciate these 15 spot pulls and the Poke Shuffles. You know why? Because what they are, when somebody orders 10 cards in a row and they open up 10 cards in a row, they're going to miss on this one, aren't they? Because this one's 15 spots. Ah, darn it. So you will be a couple cards shy of the actual Gengar hit if you started at the beginning. So that's a scary little cold round in there if you think about it. Let's see what the last couple of cards would have been. Oh my gosh, Typhlosion Tent. Well, wait, did we just load this in the box? We might have just loaded that Typhlosion. Oops. All right, I remember that. No front loading, only back loading now. We only like to back load. Only back shots. Tossing that back there. How often do you get deja vu on a stream? Deja vu, it's probably happened, but I wouldn't say very often. So we just had a price reduction on a product. The one piece OP15 has dropped all the way down to $5. OP15 is now $5 for OP15. If you're a new guy watching the show and you've never placed an order, we got this special first time order slab where you can get on this list, this Dodrio giveaway list. It's going to get up to 20, but we don't normally have a new guy giveaway slab. So it's an especially nice slab. That was given to us by Ivan Rodriguez. I hope he's doing well. We haven't seen him in a couple days. Hope he's doing well. All right, we'll jump back over here. We'll throw this away. I'm gonna get 2 Poke Shuffles. Go for it, man. You might get lucky. You never know. You might get unlucky too, but you might get lucky. This stream brought to us by Chris. Yeah, but there's no orders in the queue, and why don't we look at what to do next? We got all these baggies over here. You think I should ever? Oh, what's this? Oh, look at these. Looks like I was saving these. Man, that Haxorus looks cool as hell, huh? I think I was saving those for the Poke Shuffles. I'm gonna put these back. Those are cool as hell, man. All right, how about rotation? So this hit the table this morning. If you were here for the daytime stream, this is a new card. It's Coughing 9 from the EX Team Rocket Returns. Really, really fancy. That's a potential slab away. That's a potential future break. Here's Chansey. Yep, now I buy vintage 9s. It's a thing now. Vintage 9s are a thing. Here's Gudra. Hisuian Gudra. Who doesn't want Hisuian Gudra? And here's Hops Trevenant, which is really cool looking, actually. I like the artwork. All right, let's grab some more slabs. Sing us a lullaby. Rock-a-bye 6 on the treetop. Here's Gyarados from the Classic Collection. We need to check that one. Gyarados from Classic Collection. We're doing some slab rotations finally. We were kind of behind on that anyways. Gyarados. All right. Classic Gyarados Japanese. The cheapest classic Gyarados is now $100. Don't forget, this set is actually from 2023. This is old product. This product is not in print anymore. It's definitely finite at this point. They are not reprinting Classic Collection. So that's a cool card. It's what it is. It's a reprint of the Heart Gold Soul Silver Gyarados. That's what that is. Really nice card. That could go in the live customs at this point at $100. Here's my wife's drawing. She has been feeling kind of sad lately about work and about life. I'm going to give her a price reduction on this. Maybe this will sell at some point. But that's her little drawing of an Espeon. I know this cheers her up when people want her drawings. It is. We've been talking about that a lot lately. She's feeling older. She's like she's been working for 13 years, man. I think it's the corporate job, man. You get a corporate job, you work that forever, and then one day you're old and you're like, what have I been doing all my life? Is Chansey. That's some mind twisting stuff, realizing you're getting old. Realize you're getting older and you just worked your whole life. There's gonna be 65. I don't mind working. I like working. When I'm in my deathbed and somebody asks me, what's your biggest regret, Cardconomist? You know what my answer is going to be? If only I could have delivered more value to the shareholder. That's going to be my answer. my greatest wish. I find it sad that Haxorus only has 24 cards. Well, that's a really good Haxorus. So this Chansey is going to get a little more affordable. So the Gyarados went up, and the Chansey went slightly down. Here's Dark Finna. I finna bust. I think we could put Dark Finna in the Waifu Shuffles. I'm just going to set her to 40. There it is. So we're going to roll this one up. And let's toss this in the Waifu Shuffles. I mean, look, she's kind of in a bikini, right? She's a bikini babe. Her tummy, her belly button's showing. That pretty much counts. All right, 1 and 2. Life goes by fast, guys. You know, it's problematic. It's like, what do you value in life? And it's really hard to say. You know, it's like, does anything matter? 127 R dark. No matter what you do, you probably look out and say, maybe I should have done something different because I'm bored of this. I was going to buy Finna. Right now, you want to buy Finna? I'll let you buy Finna. You are? Oh, I hate this song. Okay, let's go to a different song. Human music. Here's Retro Wave. Now, you guys can't hear the music, right? Isn't that true? You guys can't hear the music? That means I get to listen to whatever I want, right? The music does help because the music kind of helps pass the time. Maybe we should turn on background noise of people talking because I bet that comes through. Ooh, here's that Unicorn Head song. I like this song a lot. It is nice. Turn this down a little bit. All right. That's literally what I tell my girlfriend. I'm not working for the juice. I value relationships with people I'm close with and making others happy. So you're going to buy this Finna. She was going to go into the box for 40. I'll set that there for a minute. And then here's Faruki. Taruka Froki. Platoon probably gets through. No, it doesn't. He's tricking me. Platoon sucks. Here's an order from. Let's hit refresh. There's a couple breaks going on, and one of them's blasting off much faster than the rest, and it's this Sandstorm pack. So this Sandstorm pack is moving much faster than the rest. All right, and here's Joseph Smith with 4 Korean, Blue Sky Stream, and 2 Triplet Beat. You ready? 4 Korean, Blue Sky Stream. Let's see. Ooh. People don't order that very often, but it's weird because it's such a good product. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Okay, and 2 Triplet Beat. Japanese Triplet Beat. Where are we hiding the Japanese Triplet Beat? Here it is. All right. But I remember when this shelf. That's not it. I remember when this shelf used to be a mess before we started organizing it like this. That organization was real important. All right, we're almost ready for the next box of Triplet Beat. Triplet Beat. You might snipe the Magic Carp. It's a good set. That Japanese Magic Carp is no joke. In their eyes, you are. We're building their infrastructure right now, according to them. What? Are you ready? The juice! Joseph Smith. There we go. All right. I've never heard so many Jewish conspiracy theories than in the last, like, maybe 1 to 2 years, ever since Nick Fuentes got popular and Kanye West did his thing. And I've heard conspiracies before, before that point, but now it's like popular or something. Hey, look, it's the Donald Trump Pokemon. We are. And here's, they control the weather. Okay. Somebody was saying that in our Discord server. It is. All right, here's a Zygarde. Got 2 Poke Shuffles. You got it, man. And here's what? Look at that Toxtricity. I feel hip saying it. Setting that over there. Mr. Joseph Smith. Nothing crazy jumping out of there at all. Kind of a cold round. Here it is. Let's toss this over here. I think we had a kind of a I kind of did a monologue a little bit on one of my streams where I was talking about how we're heading toward a time period where no one will believe anything that's reported on the internet at all. Everything will just be whatever conspiracy you're into. So it's like, because it's like, so you believe one thing or another, okay, prove it. Prove that this is happening. You can't. And then you can come to me and say, oh yeah, well, you prove your thing. I can't prove my thing. I just trust the authorities, perhaps, right? And so you will have your conspiracy, and this guy over there will have their conspiracy, and maybe I'm a normie and I just go, it's probably the way that it is. You know, it's probably you're probably exaggerating. You're probably believe something you've heard. You know, but there's just going to be this post-truth internet conspiracy, you know, modern society where people are actually voting in large numbers based off of what Candace Owens says or something like that. Candace Owens, she says some wild thing, you know, like Alex Jones. If I told you people were going to vote based on what Alex Jones says next, perhaps 5 years ago, you would have called me really stupid, like, bro, we're not going to vote based on the National Enquirer. But now it's going to be like, yeah, what did Alex Jones say next? That's what we're doing, guys. Carlos says, give me that Dark Finna. You got it, Mr. Carlos. Thank you so much, man. So I think that's going to be the future. And Carlos Chaveras. It's very interesting. Here we go. Just another reason why we must head toward a totalitarian government. We have to. It's the only thing that can save us. We have to be saved from ourselves. We have to save ourselves, guys. And it's a nice one too, Chris. Jewish people do have like 15 kids. Have you actually ever met anyone Jewish? Okay, what do we got? Here's Nathan Mitchell. My family had 11 kids. We were Catholic. We were Catholic. We had 11 kids. You want 11 kids? Go have 11 kids. No one's stopping you. You can't get mad that, you know, there's always this kind of like condemnation of large families. I know a lot of you guys don't think of it that way, but I've seen it a lot because I was from a large family. There's always this condemnation of large families. Like you'll hear like Republicans are mad that Mexicans have like 10 kids or something like that. There are too many Mexican kids. You hear they don't like, oh, this religious family or that religious family. The Muslims, they have too many kids or something like that. It's always white people complaining about other people having too many kids, but they don't want to have any kids. Like you can just go have kids. Why don't you have kids? So I do get tired of it because it's like, what are you going to do about it? Tell people they can't breed, tell people they can't make love, tell people they can't have children. That's wild, That's like totalitarian stuff. That's like China one child policy kind of stuff. All right, here it is, Ascended Heroes. If it matters so much to you and if it's such a big deal, why don't you go have a bunch of kids? You're going to restrict how many kids people can have? Think about it. It is. All right, Nathan Mitchell, you ready? Here goes. You don't want to have kids. You just want to restrict them from having kids. It's like, well, they want to have kids. Colossal. Yeah, but your parents worked, bro. True. My parents worked. They didn't receive any welfare. They were very hard workers. But you know what? If you create a government that does socialist handouts and you voted for those handouts and you believe in tax the rich and hand out stuff, then they're just using the government as you set it up. So if you set it up for oh, children should receive free health care, mothers should receive this, fathers should receive that. We should just give money out to poor families to have kids. If you voted for that, well, then people who get to have like 10 kids, they benefit from that. You're paying to raise their family. So if you don't agree with that, vote differently. You can actually just vote the way you want. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people, they get told, what about the children? What about the children? Mr. Nathan Mitchell, do we need a new bag for you, Nathan? Let's see, we're going to find you. My family never received any benefits. My dad worked 2 jobs. That's what he did. He worked like crazy. And then we just kind of went without a lot of the times. My family was very proud and they thought that, welfare was bad. Let's see. We were homeschooled too. My family didn't like the government, I guess. But that's not necessarily a good thing. I think my family was a little crazy. Mr. has white guilt. That's right. I can't stand being white. Here's Nicholas Bentz. Here's Nicholas Pacheco. Where did you get that from? Here's Patrick. New bag situation. Womp womp. Give it to the binder. Give it to the binder. You got it, man. All right, binder break gets some nice little hollows. We just reset the binder break. What I did was I sliced out quite a few cards from the binder break, and then I reset it to 1 and 4. So it's a smaller break now. It is? All right, I appreciate it, man. Very good. I think that you guys have to be very careful not to be swept up into movements, political influence, and stuff like that. You have to sit down on your toilet with your newspaper, think about the world, and come up with, an opinion that's based off of what you really believe works in the world. So you got to be very careful not to be swept up in one way of thinking or in the opposite way of thinking. You got to be careful with those kind of things. Because over time, what'll happen is the most extreme ideas will fall apart. They really will. Under scrutiny, they'll fall apart. And it's usually the ideas that are moderate and the ideas that are thoughtful and nuanced that actually stick around and survive. That's Nathan Mitchell. Thank you so much, Nathan. Sorry about the cold pull tonight, but thanks for the opportunity to get you a big hit. Maybe the next pack is the lucky pack. We don't know. Next up, what do we got? I have a bag, but you can give it to the binder break. Thank you very much. Here's Joseph Smith. 2 triplet beat, 1 more. Blue Sky Stream. You got it, man. Well, you're going to get me to get a new box of blue. Why don't we do it? I'm going to get a new box of Blue Sky Stream. I'm going to get a new box of triplet beat. They banned the truth. Mister, you read the news that they want you to read. I read everything, including your comments, including the conspiracy theories. I hear everything. I get all the Nick Fuentes clips. I get the whatever her name is, Candace Owens. I hear Alex Jones. I hear Tucker Carlson. I get all the information all on the same internet as you do. I'm not 80 years old. I'm not sitting around watching CNN all day, I promise. It's just that I'm able to form my own opinions without my emotions. So let me go grab 2 boxes. I'll be right back. All right. Here we are. Very nice. Ooh. Look at all that. Doesn't that look nice? Ready? Okay. Snip of this. We'll pull this apart. Oh, good. Good. Let's go grab the triplet beat bag. He's a starlighter. Get him. Those filthy separatist starlighters. The seditious starlighters. We are. You guys been watching that? God, that show's so funny. There you go. Let's see. Where's our triplet beat? Aha. So here's the baggie. Need the new boys episode on Wednesday. Hell yeah, dude. Here's 2 triplet beats. I would forget that Blue Sky even exists, just like Truth Social. I will never download either one just to confirm to a certain party, no matter what site. I do have Truth Social. I downloaded it because I know Donald Trump tweets directly to his own social media platform. Once he's no longer president, which will happen because he'll die one day, but once he's out politically, he won't post there anymore. And that app will basically be dead because there's no other reason to be on that app. But he posts there exclusively and he's in charge right now. So he'll post some wild stuff to Truth Social. That's how politics work, I guess, these days. Now political leaders make wild posts to the internet. At least he does. Like, did you guys see he posted to Truth Social just today this study in the Netherlands that talked about how, some immigrants make money for the Netherlands and some immigrants lose money for the Netherlands. And at the top of the list of the immigrants who lose the most money for, they cost the most money. In other words, a negative tax net gain, negative, was the Somalians who lost on average $1.1 million for the country of Netherlands in a year. Wow. Now that was from the Netherlands, not the United States, right? And but it was very interesting to see Trump repost that because I'd known about the study from that was like a study from like 2 years ago, and we talked about it on the stream when it came out. Um, but he reposted it. I was shocked to see him repost it because I was like, that's something you would think Nick Fuentes would repost or something. So it's crazy to see him posting it. All right, we're jumping over here. Ready to snip? Ready? It's not something you would expect an American president to post. There we go. All right, but he pretty much just does or says whatever he wants. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. Here's Dracozolt. Definitely not good for making everyone feel like a group getting along with each other. But maybe also there's some harsh truths. Maybe the Somalian immigrants do lose some money. I mean, we've lost some money just from the fraud. We know that. Just something that Americans should think about, I guess. It is Joseph Smith. It's like a direct counter to the politically correct conversation about, hey, where you're from, who you are, doesn't matter. It's a direct confrontation of those exact ideas. Here you are, Joseph Smith. You got not a Sprigatito, you got the middle evolution. But that's a nice AR. Congratulations. I wish it had been the Magikarp. If it had been Magikarp, that'd be like a $300 10. All right, there we go. Very nice. Let's get that rotation. We got Lapras. We got the Star Wars break that appears to not have any chance of going off. Here's the ambulance. Here's the Klauf. I mean, the crab dinner. We ought to look that Klauf up because $35 seems a bit cheap for anything. PSA 10, Klauf. And his number is 088. I think the number one downside to him posting so much and doing media interviews at least once a day, we never knew any president's plans as much as his. Gives so many reasons to hate him. All right, so here's Klauf. Yeah, he's pretty uncouth. I think that's what he got voted in for. I think people voted for him because he's kind of a jerk. I think of him as like he definitely comes off like a mafia boss vibe. And who knows? I don't know. So this card, cheapest buy it now. Hey, look, there's a Cardconomist version. Look at this. So here's a cloth for 54, and that's us. That's a Cardconomist 10 cloth. That's so funny. But the cheapest buy now on this is now 70. So I don't know when we priced this in for 36, but that is literally half off. We're gonna go update it. We made it. Yeah. Imagine John had never gotten himself in trouble and he was still working with me, and he over the years had just graded another 10,000 cards. Think about that. How crazy that would be. There'd be 20,000 Cardconomist cards out there. So I think it's really disappointing. The way that worked out was really sad. Ta-da! All right, Cloth is now updated to 70. Now that seems appropriate. That seems correct. It's an old card. This is from 2023. That's 3 years old. All right. We still do Cardconomist grading, but it's a lot more expensive now. Cardconomist grading, let me look it up. It costs $40 per grade. See that? Let me show it off real fast. Tag unavailable, CGC, PSA, Cardconomist. So we're pretty serious about the price. It's real expensive now. So you have to really want it. And so we don't grade a lot, and I don't advertise that we do that grading. But yeah, we actually can grade anything we want. I can still do it. All the setup is still there. All the equipment's still there. So it's all there. Anthony Pariso is doing one of my favorite orders of all time. 10 Union Arena Jujutsu. All right, I love it. I love it because we've had that Union Arena Jujutsu for a little while, and it just doesn't move that often. So I'm loving this order. All right. Most of my TCC cards are Star Wars and Darth Vader's. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So we got 6 of those, and now we get a fresh box. Ooh, baby. Ooh, mama. Oh man, I still have that box of those computer parts. I don't know what to do with that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to sell them or anything. All right, here we are. Fresh box. Good. Pokebang Bus would go crazy. What? You want the little bonus? You ordered 10. You might as well be the guy to get the bonus. 2, 3, 4, right? Is that enough? Oh, yes. Ah, yes. What do we got here? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these, 1 of these. Ready? Here goes. 1, little 2, little 3, little sniffs. There we go. What does this Pokebang Bus do? It's banging, baby. Snipping this. Snipping this. And we're snipping this. All right. Oh, yeah. Give out free diglets, of course. What? All right, Anthony, you ready? Let's see what you got. So here's Hollow Purple. Here's a Aoi Toto, Idle Transfiguration. Here's Panda Sukuna. Like the stream. We probably scared everyone away with our little politics stuck there. Here's Maki Zenin. All right, we're going to jump this over here. Ooh. Last day at work and a week off. We've got Nobara Kento. Hey, what's up, Miss Sarah? Here's Mahito Nobara. Look at that Nobara. All right, here's Megumi and Utahime Kento Nanami. Oh, hey, what's up, local Soul Reaper? How's it going? Now look at this. You got a little action point card. Ooh. All right. And then last but not least, Maki Zenin. All right, so Anthony Parisa, you may want to go deeper because you have not struck the big hit. And Megumi Fushiguro, that is your promo card. Do you take naps? Yeah, actually, I take a big nap just before this stream. That's how the workflow works. So after the daytime stream, I go, I cook dinner, I hang out with Karis for a little while. And then once it reaches about 10 p.m. at night, she and I fall asleep. And then I wake up at about 1-ish, which is exactly when we should go live. But then we start the stream like 30 minutes later. It's very hard to sort of like just climb out of bed all groggy and then just hit the go live button. So, but I end up taking a nap, right? So about a 1 to 2 hour nap occurs. Tonight, I went to sleep a little later. Karis was talking, I was talking, and then I woke up a little later. So I woke up almost at 2 a.m. So now you got this super late night stream. Now, there is one difference between this late night stream and the late night streams of the past. We aren't going past 5 p.m. So it's already 3:50. So we are setting a timer on this stream. I won't allow it to go past a certain point because I don't want to go back to this lifestyle where I was waking up at like, some ridiculous time period, like waking up at 3 p.m. or some crazy thing. I'm not going back to that. So I wake up at about 12 p.m. I go to sleep at about 5. I wake up at about 12. That's what we do. All right. Just got home, so just changed into PJs. I'm cuddled down. What? Here's Mr. Anthony scented down with pillows. Ugh. PJs. Are those the ones that you go to sleep in? Let's see, Anthony. I was gonna say something else, but it was like less funny. Aha, Mr. Anthony. Looks like you had some coochie number 8 in here. Very nice. Lovely. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony. We have an order from Joseph Smith. Last one, 5 Blue Sky Stream. Good. We just got some fresh blue sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice how affordable these are. This cost him 15 bucks. And you know, he's trying for the Rayquaza Vmax in here. Pretty neat. All right. Ready to snip. Good. What we got? Cold. Oh, Trevenant. There you go. Trevenant. That ain't no Rayquaza. Darn it. Cold. Cold. Now the question is, was that from the previous box? Because those were the front packs. That might have been the previous box. How much were the spots in the Sandstorm? A little pricey. They're $75 each. That's Joseph Smith. All right, Joseph. All right. There they are. What do we got next? Here's Anthony Pariso. 6 more of the Jujutsus. You got it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I don't know about that fried rice. That's not on the list. It's fried. I need that to be a clip in the stream. That's from My 600-Pound Life. It's a hilarious clip. There we go. Very nice. How many people in the storm? Sandstorm? 5 people. There's 4 spots remaining. Kento Danami. Ooh. All right. Thank you, Mr. Appreciate it. We'll be back again one day. I'll hit a Ray. Here's Mahito. Look at that Mahito. All right. Kento. Mahito. And Divergent Fist. Ooh, there's still more packs in the box. I don't know if you want to keep digging. Obviously, all you've done is gotten us closer to the actual hit. So I don't know how deep your pockets run there, Mr. Anthony, but I'm willing to keep going if you are. Let's grab this baggie. Darn. We're working through a box of Jujutsu. I don't think you're at risk of being sniped. I don't know how many snipers are in here, especially in particular for Jujutsu. There we go. What do we got here? We've got, the new rare candy break, Sylveon. Did you guys catch this? This just started, 1 in 24. I have to keep going. Hey, if you keep going, I'm ready. Here's a Star Wars break. Nobody jumped into either of the Star Wars breaks. It seems that Star Wars is fun to say, May the 4th be with you, but not as much excitement for the actual cards, huh? How do you guys feel about this Star Wars brand? Taking those down. How do you guys feel about that Star Wars brand? I was kind of ranting about it in the daytime stream. Oh, ooh, look at that. Raku. Uh-oh, sniper, no sniping. Here we have Mr. Mahasvara, 2 spots in Sandstorm, 2 Ascended Hero ETBs. We don't sell the ETBs though. Do you know that? We don't sell the ETBs currently. Let's see. Because I think what you said is are you doing like 18.5 times 9? Let's see. Times 2 plus 75. Oops. Plus 75. So what's going on? We're not doing the ETBs. What we have are the text stickers. But we just opened a fresh case of the text stickers. It's 100% fresh. And We haven't pulled anything out of it. We've virtually only pulled holographics. There's like 2 packs that have been open, just holos. So if you want, we can still get that. 18 packs. Okay, good. Here you go, Mr. Mahasvara. I'll put you down as Mr. Mahasvara. Yeah, so one of the things I noticed is the ETBs are selling at a much higher price. So I don't know what to do with the ones I have left. I have a couple left. But we have these tech stickers, and those are a little bit cheaper, but you get the same product. It's still, it's still, you know, it's still Ascended Heroes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're up to 7 here. 7 out of 9. 2 spots remaining on Sandstorm. All right, get comfy, guys. We're opening up 18 packs of Ascended Heroes. Ooh. Ascended Heroes have been pretty crazy, huh? I have actually been struggling to keep up with demand on these, and prices have been rising. Been a while since I tuned in. We're still running, baby. Yeah, we're still going. We are. Tonight's a little slower, but the last couple of nights have been pretty good, actually. Let's see. 1, 2. Jennifer Yap started buying again. That was pretty cool. Mr. LaFlame's been hanging around. That's pretty cool. All right. Get you one of these. How about that? All right. And start snipping through this. All right. Very good. Mr. Mike's side just had a video on Instagram, Facebook. I guess it was Instagram that he posted with from our stream, and that one just hit like 30,000 views. So that was fun. Excuse me. Okay. Just got 2 packs. 2 packs. Not Biggie Smalls. Snipping this. Ugh. Oops. God, pack incoming. That would be nice. Ugh. 2 of these. 1 of these. Mr. Was Star Wars sold because he was going to retire? I feel like they forced him to sell it. Yeah, he was retiring. He said he didn't want to work on it anymore. So he sold it to Disney for like $4 billion, the biggest mistake. Then Star Wars took it and ruined it because they're actually terrible. All right, you ready? Let's do these. Star Wars took it and ruined it. Disney took Star Wars and ruined it. I meant it is Disney. Disney got control of Star Wars. Damn, dude. It's so sad, dude. Should have just sold it to Pixar or maybe even DC. I think DC would have done a better job. Who knows, man? Maybe he shouldn't have sold it to a big studio at all. Maybe he should have sold it as a brand to be owned by the George Lucas, I don't know, studio or something like that. Lucasfilms. Maybe Lucasfilms should have just been a thing that somebody new could run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're at 12 here. That's 12. This will bring us up to 15. So we are just about out of Ascended Heroes after these. I bought 7 fresh cases of the Ascended Hero tech stickers. Ouch. That hurt. I do think he regretted immediately when he signed. You can see it in his face. Man. So crazy how bad of a job they did. There we go. They ruined something really special. It makes me depressed thinking about it all the time. That's what radicalized me, guys. I got radicalized when they ruined Star Wars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're at 16. Let's go get some more of those tech stickers. Are you ready? All right. my cat trying to sneak into the room. She can't sneak in here. Now, wait, how many more did we need? Did we need 2 more? Mr. Is the Republic Disney's The Dark Side. I don't know about all that. You're putting too much pressure on me, man. You are. All right. Bring us the cat. No! She's so cute. She likes to lick your face. It's really funny. I didn't know any cats that would do that. It's kind of gross too, right? Because cats lick their butts and all that. But she's still really cute. We are. Here we are. Okay. Awesome that. No, kitty, no. When I found out wrestling wasn't real, it was the biggest heartbreak of my life. Seriously, I didn't know it till I got to high school. My history teacher showed us a video on how they rehearse. You know that is true. All right, so one more card. Let's get you this Charmander. Okay, Charmander Ghastly. All right, so we got, this is from a fresh case. It's the last case. They sell the text stickers, 36 packs per case. Isn't that interesting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. All right. Now we're going deep. And the Sandstorm pack might go off tonight. All right. The stories ain't real. Let's start snipping. You ready? We got 1, 2. We got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Guaranteed Gengar out of here. Guaranteed God Pack. It's a big order. It could go good or bad. All right. Hopefully we get some heat. Well, like I said, we already opened up one round of these, and they were just 2 cold ones. So let's see what happens. Got some hollows. Here's Azumeru. Oh, very nice. And here's Numel. All right, we got a Numel. Numel's okay. It's not the top AR, but he's all right. Oh, what we got here? Oh, Mega Dragonite MA. Dragonite. That's not bad. All right, here's, oh, what we got here? Cinderace. Sundere. Boop. Boy, no one opens these this many packs at a time. Usually people open a painful 2 or 3 packs at a time. Then they come back a week later and try again. Here's Mischievous. Ooh. So Mr. Mahasvara is going deep. Appreciate it, man. Here's Tadbulb, Trevenant. Oh, yeah. Erica's Victor Bell, which I think is pretty cool. Meowth, Miss Magus. I opened 10 last time. It's true. Some people do open 10 at a time. I think this is the largest single round. I don't think anyone's gone more than 10. You are. Acerola. Maybe that's what I meant. Here's Starly. Here's, we sell a lot in rounds of 3, Miss Timmy. Here's Noibat. And here's, oh man, a couple cold packs in a row. Come on, Pokemon! Poor Mike Vasquez. He went through a pretty painful event where he learned the wrestling was fake. Holy cold. Well, these away. This is just kind of how these open. They're not hit after hit after hit. You know, they did that with some other sets. 2 packs remain. Come on. All right. You know, all it takes is 1 SIR in the last pack. You ready? Oh, it's so painful. All right. We were doing well until we reached those last 5 packs. Damn. Ascended Heroes. What do you guys think of that, huh? Somebody's on the belt. Somebody's on the production belt. And what they're doing is they're pulling every hit off the assembly line. So the Mega Dragonite was good. When you hit this, I thought you were having a really good round. And then you have Misdreavus and Numel. There's a lot of bad MAs in this set, so the Numel's not great. Actually, the Misdreavus isn't that great either. There's a lot of ARs in this set that could have really done quite well for you. Notably, also no Rayquazas in this round. Yeah, felt a little bit cold. Here we are, Mr. Mahasvara. Well, maybe you will have luck in the vintage pack break. So let's hold out for that first. I can't remember how the cards work in that pack, so I think we won't do anything special when that opens. I think we'll just go card by card by card. Sometimes we hold back the hollow. So I think the last card in the pack might be the hollow, but I can never remember what that said. Do we need a new bag for you? We might have needed a new bag for you. I don't remember if I have a bag or not. I don't think you do. I think we shipped you out last time. New bag time. There it is. All right. What an evil laugh from Mr. Ah, no, it's pretty rough seeing that. All right. Set that there. You ready? So we'll put these in here. Ooh. Put you down as Maha. We'll say it started in 526. Okay. We have more booster packs if you wanted to go deeper, Mr. Mahasvara. Not too many, though. Let's see how many we got left. We got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 packs remain. 16 packs remain. Assuming no one else bought any. All right, so we do have Natalie. Natalie, how are you, Natalie? She ordered 2 packs of Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, before we open those, we have to test and see if the other guy got in before you, okay? Because I'm pretty sure we got an order from him too. And I'm pretty sure Tammy already sniped the Ascended Heroes, Mr. Masfara. So, Mr. Masfara, don't try to order those. Tammy tried to snipe them already. All right, we're gonna let her do that. And well, that still means there's 6 packs, though, doesn't it? So it's not completely gone. We got to go with the oldest order first. Here's Chris Gonzalez, Destined Rivals, and English White Flare. Chris Gonzalez, Destined Rivals, and White Flare. You ready? Tammy was waiting with her finger on the button or something. Here we go. All right. Let's go ahead and snip this. Snipping this. Okay. Guys, pull me that gold Dragonite. That's right. Chris Gonzalez, you're going to pull Don Dozo. Well, I still got that little cough running. And for the White Flare, you're going to pull Wait, is this hollow? That's hollow, actually. Simisear. A little off center for some reason. I don't know why. All right, lovely Simisear, though. There you go. I had no idea Mister was almost out. Technically, I can get back into the ETBs. We have ETBs left, but I really kind of don't want to open those because those cost way, way more. So I don't think we'll be touching those. We might sell those sealed or something like that. That's what we might do with those. So we're going to mark them sold out. Now, Anthony Pariso, he ordered at this time for 6. I'm so sorry, 6 of the Jujutsu. It's like a terrible, terrible itch in the back of my throat. All right, so he did order the 6 Jujutsus before you, Miss Natalie. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. 5, 6. So, Natalie, you'll go into a fresh box of these. Mr. Anthony, you'll get this round. Well, you're very lucky because you ordered basically 1 minute ahead of her. Ready? All right, Mr. Anthony. Natalie, you'll go into a new box, and guess what? You might snipe the hit out of the next round. All right. Good. Fun to see Jujutsu Kaisen moving a little bit. And there it is. Aha, Mojito Star. So that's the hit in the box, by the way. I thought there would be no sniper. She was trying to snipe you, bro. Here's Sukuna. What ETBs you talking about? Ascended ETBs. So Ascended ETBs, for some reason, cost way, way, way more than just like, you know, typical packs for Ascended heroes. They're like one of the most expensive sources for booster packs. Now, I don't know why that is. But we stopped opening them and we started hitting up the tech stickers instead because of that. 2 action points and one more Nobara Kugisaki. All right. Toss this over here. The promo is good. What's the promo? I don't remember. All right. Congratulations there, Mr. Anthony, on not being sniped. Would you fight an old lady for a box of Delta species? No, I would never fight an old lady. Not worth it. Besides, what if she gets a lucky swing and I go down? Maybe she's got like a brick in her purse. So next up, we're going to have an order from Miss Natalie for 2 packs of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm going to go get a fresh box. All right. Here we are. You might get lucky in this box and snipe it right away. Here we are. Good. Ooh. Ooh. Ha-ha. Tossing that. Here goes. Miss Natalie. Ready? You've got Togi Inumaki. It's Togi Inumaki. He's my favorite. And Togi Inumaki. All right, new snipe. Maybe the next round is a snipe. You never know. You never know. I'm going to go hunting for your bag now. I'm going to go demon hunting for your bag. You didn't need a new bag, did you? Just asking. Let's see, Nathan Gordon. Right now, the end boxes are some of the most overfilled boxes, so it can be really hard finding something in here. No bag, fresh bag? All right, fresh bag it is. I think I'm going to write your name on the top of the bag. Make things a little bit easier. Got 2 Pokey Shuffles, says Mr. Chris. Sounds good, Chris. Mr. Chris, we just got to go in order, okay? We got to go in order. So whoever is next has to go next, okay? That might be someone other than you. It is. So we go in order from the oldest order to the newest order. I think just your first name will do it. We don't need your whole name. All right, and we'll place you right here. Good. And that sticker on top should make it easier to find names in that box. Okay. Wow, everyone, 2 people tried to snipe that Jujutsu Kaisen. So I was wrong. A lot of people do look for snipes. I was wrong about that. Mr. Chris Gonzalez, 2 Pokey Shuffles. Here you go, Mr. Chris. Chris actually waited a little while for this. Sorry about that, Chris. You know what actually happened is I thought we'd already serviced your order, but this was an older one. Here it is. All right, 2 Pokey Shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Sometimes that happens on the website because the orders can look identical. 2 cold Pokey Shuffles. That's for Mr. Chris. Sorry for the wait there, Chris. All right. Yeah, I thought you were telling me that for a different reason. So 2 Pokey Shuffles are service for Mr. Chris. And now my next question, Nathan Mitchell. He had 1 pack of Ascended. Right, we did take care of that. Okay, that is taken care of. Good. So then Tammy's the next on the website, but it's not actually her turn yet. It is Miss Sarah Dusenberry's turn. 2 spots in Sandstorm, 1 Japanese jumbo pack. Let's open the Japanese jumbo pack, and then we're opening that Sandstorm pack. You guys ready for that? All right, what we got? Oh, yeah. Wait, is that all the Japanese jumbo packs? I think we got 1 left. Wow, these have been moving. I think it's just you opening them. But, I think other people other people have considered it. Ooh, Sandstorm. Yes, I'm excited for the Ooh Sandstorm. Snip number 1. Snip number 2. Snip number 3. Full queue. No, but Sarah's ahead of you at least. It is. All right. It's definitely not a 2-minute wait time. All right. Triple SIR coming. It could happen. Okay. Dang, I just knew Sandstorm would go off today. Here's Cleavor. We've got Eevee popping out of your 151. Here's Terror Festival giving us Gimme Ghoul. All right, 1 Gimme Ghoul so far. Okay. Team Rocket giving us Team Rocket. Here's Paradigm Twigga. Cool. All right, pretty rough so far. How about Mega Dweeb? Mega Dweeb. Aha! SAR popping out from Mega Dream. So far, so good. So the first couple packs cold, but an SAR pops out anyway. So now you're doing about as good as a booster box. Is that little hunter? I like this little hunter. He's cute. I'm going to save him. I'm going to put him in the binder break. So this is the new binder break. It's been slimmed down. All right, now here is Heat Wave Arena. The new binder break has been slimmed down so it can be a 1 in 4. Ooh, I love this melodic. Look at that. That's pretty. I like that. Chilling Rain. Barraskewda. Did you hear they're taking away Pokemon kink machines? You mean kiosks? Yeah, I heard about that. Too many fights. It's a bad look for the brand when people are sitting in front of that fighting. We're looking for some ARs to pop up at least now. If we can get some ARs, that would be good. Here's some of these. All right. And here's Mega Inferno, no Charizard, Crown Pikachu, no Crown Pikachu, Scarlet base set. We've got Oinkaloni, Night Wanderer, okay, Pokemon Black, Cold. Ooh, you're looking at you need some ARs. How about some ARs? You got 1 AR. How about 2 ARs? You got a little guy from Lost Abyss. Here's a cold one. And, well, all right. So the round started off strong with an SAR, but it ended with only 1 AR. So overall, I would say not bad still because I think SARs are really valuable. SAR, if you had gotten an SR and 1 AR, that would have been bad. But you got an SAR and 1 AR. Oops. Toss this over here. All right, let's take a look at it. They can't all be big zinger rounds, I suppose. But there we go. The melodic's cute. Probably not the hottest round. No way, seriously. What a shame we can't have anything nice. What happened? Oh, you're talking about the kink machines. Miss Sarah. All right, so someone's fate is in this Sandstorm pack. 2 more spots. We'll put you down as South Dakota. Oops, that looks like a 5. All right, you're South Dakota. That looks like 5D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Whoa. Whoa. I hear the original digital packs are starting to make a comeback. You can buy slabs or resell them. The original digital packs. What? Set that there. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take this behind the screen. Shuffle a little bit behind the screen. And now, here goes. Oh, yes. Probably the last Sandstorm that we host, because it's getting real expensive to repurchase them. And technically, we could do another one. I mean, look how fast this one went off. That's a pretty healthy sign, isn't it? I forgot to ask if I wasn't here, but Mister, did shipping go out yet? I might add to my bag. Shipping did go out. It's going out again on Friday. All right, give me a number. This is why we can't have nice things. I'll miss the fights. Yeah. Are the people diddling the machine trying to get around the wait time or something? 1, 2, 3, 4. I never really understood that. All right, here goes. So one of these guys, huh? Okay. Ooh. Whoa, whoa. Lovely. All right. Ooh, that is a repack. I thought the top felt a little funny. Who'd we get this from? All right, give me a second. Don't worry, guys. You will get a fresh pack. It's me who's about to lose some money, but I think we're going to go ahead and fight this if there's even a chance. Which one was? So it's a Dusclops pack. Let's see where this Dusclops packs might have come from. Somebody. That's called a repack. So that means I'm out probably like $400 to $500. That's part of the fun. You know, if you ever think I'm getting rich selling these, wait, I think I just found it. Is it this one? No. No, here it is. Okay, I found it. Oh, no, it's from the year 2024. It says the return window closed on February 1st. All right, I'm going to contact the seller. Okay. This was a repacked fraudulent pack. All right, let me contact him. All right, let me just see his account for a minute too. Does this guy still have an account? All right. Very good. So this guy sold me a fake pack. I keep track of this. Let's zoom in so we can see the unique identifiers. This here, so stupid, dude. He probably knew. I bet you what happened was he probably bought it. He probably knew it was a fake pack. I guess this should be a clip, huh? But yeah, we see this a lot with these more expensive packs. I noticed, you know, with the cheaper packs, you don't get as many. Look at this. This is just a sword and shield. Wow. So scummy, dude. This has happened to us so many times. And again, it tends to happen with the most expensive packs. But we'll go hunting around for a better Sandstorm pack now, guys. If you'll give me a second, I'll go try to find one. Oh, man. People are so scummy, dude. God, I hate this. freaking world sometimes. Whoever did it should be punished with the law. It should be, it's like theft of $500 roughly, or whatever it was at the time. And yeah, it should be considered a serious, serious crime. So sit tight. Let's go get a fresh pack. And this is one of the benefits of opening over here. Yes, there is a premium, but if it's a fake pack, we cover you. So I like to talk about that because it's true. That's not bad. Give me a second here. All right, so let me just pick between these real fast. We want a nice looking one, not a yucky looking one. How about okay, we'll do this one. So I'm coming back with another Sandstorm pack, and this will be the pack with the Umbreon in it. Gather round, children. So that's almost a $400 loss. I mean, unless this guy does the right thing and refund me, that's almost a $400 loss. I think it's 400, right? And so if he doesn't refund me or work with me, which he should if he's a good person, but if he doesn't work with me, I lose all that money. So when I make money selling these vintage packs, what you got to remember is all that extra income has to make up for taxes, processing fees. I kind of want to get paid for my time, but then also it has to cover the cost of all the fake ones that we run into. Now here's a nicer looking one, so we're not going to have that problem. Yeah, that pack did look a little raggedy. Ended up being a repack. Crazy, man. All right, so here we are. Yeah, that one looks much nicer. Ah, yeah. See, I noticed right away there's a difference in the top of the pack. When you do that move right there and that triangle forms, that's a good feeling. I notice authentic packs tend to have that. That pack wasn't doing that, and I felt it immediately. Also, look at how these cards are coming out of here. Ooh, we've got a heavy pack, I think. Or is that just the regular reverse hollow? No, that's the regular reverse hollow. So the first card's going to be Omastar on the back, huh? Let's see. That might have just been the reverse hollow. It looked like a heavy pack for a second there. And we've got Lorenzo Shrub picking up the first card from the back, and it is that's the rare. So the first card from the back is the rare. This is a light pack, but still, look at that. That's pretty cool, huh? E-reader Omastar. Mister, I see the hot glue gun. Yet another repack. Oh, yay, not another repack. I'm sorry, I misread that. You messed me up because the other guy said that other thing just before you. No, this is an authentic pack all the way. All right, so that's Mr. Lorenzo. And I think Lorenzo had another spot in here, did he not? So let's place this here. Now, I believe this is the reverse hollow then, right? So who gets that card? It's, oh, I grabbed the, I'm pointing to the wrong pack. Lorenzo, he pulls both the rare and the reverse hollow. Congratulations, Lorenzo. And it's Nuzleaf. Oh my gosh. That's not that's not Umbreon at all. It's Nuzleaf and Omastar in this pack. Oh, man, I really wanted to pull you guys an Umbreon on this round because I don't think we're doing another round. I grabbed from the wrong pile, didn't I? I'm such a goof. Here we are. All right. So Nuzleaf and Omastar. I'm going to go ahead and put this Nuzleaf up into the Cool Kids box. I'm going to start doing that again. I like the Cool Kids box. I miss it. So your item will be held in a separate box to be showed off. We'll make clips on that box again like we used to. Here we go. Well, Lorenzo, when you want to ship, Lorenzo, just mention that you have one. And we're going to write the date down as 5.26, so we know when you pulled it. That's pretty cool, though, isn't it? Man, set that over there. Now, there's a lot of good commas in here. Let's see how that runs. Miss Sarah, you were real close to that reverse hollow. Let's see what you got. Your card looks kind of clean, and it is. Oh, man, look at that. That's Electabuzz. Wow, these packs are so neat, man. So that's Miss Sarah. Let's grab her bag. She's got 2 cards in here. I love these vintage cards, man. Okay. Then what do we got here? Here's Mary Slarson. Now you guys can't hear the music at all, can you guys? Because I don't want to get demonetized here because I got some copyright music. I just hear it started playing. Wow, that's real nice looking. Ready? Laleep. Wow, these cards look so cool, man. Okay, that's Laleep from Mr. Marius Larson. Now, Marius had a couple spots in here too, right? So Lorenzo had like 3 spots. No, Marius had 1 spot. Okay, Marius, let's grab your bag. Still can't hear the music? Good. Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? LaFlame, you missed the fake Sandstorm, the repack Sandstorm pack. All right. Let's see. Here it is. How come we don't have music still? I don't know. I don't know what causes the music to be blocked. Probably the iPhone. The iPhone's probably filtering out the music. Either the iPhone's doing it or the YouTube app's doing it. Here's Lorenzo Shrub, spot number 3, Mr. Lorenzo. So he bought 3, and you know what? It was pretty effective. Wow, look how clean that is. That might have a shot at a 10. It was a heavy pack. The hollow occurs much later in the pack. Bro, what is this? Wait, so I don't understand because the Omastar was a rare as well. I'm very confused. I don't understand how this packs work now. So wait, I just don't get it. So he ended up with this really nice hollow. Oh my gosh, that's so good too. Lorenzo's like, let's go. Very nice, Mr. Lorenzo. Much better than the repack, huh? Boy, that's so scummy. I don't know how I'm gonna fight that guy. Because I apparently that was from 2024. It was a really old purchase. All right. Wow, 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 wow. We'll write that down as 5.26. Here it is, Lorenzo Shrub. He pulls, for some reason, there's 2 rares in the booster pack, and I don't understand how that works. Maybe when the pack decides it's going to be heavy, it can still hand out a non-hollow rare. And then you're getting Nuzleaf and Ludicolo. Wow, he bought 3 spots. He got a rare, a hollow, and a reverse hollow. This guy just absolutely swept this pack. Crazy, man. That's going to go into the Hall of Fame in our Discord server, too, okay? Pretty good round there, Lorenzo. All right. Give me a moment here. What a crazy night. It's crazy for multiple reasons. It's crazy because we got that fake pack. That's basically me losing 400. Then that's just part of the job, I guess, though, you know? Let's see. $400 lost instantly. So crazy. Where's our, oh, here it is, Hall of Fame. So we got this new channel. It's called Hall of Fame. This is going to say Lorenzo Shrub pulls, let's say sweeps a pack split of Sandstorm with a very lucky heavy pack. Didn't we say it looked really clean too? I think we said it looked really clean. You got to grade it, right? $45 to send that off to PSA, okay? If it grades 10, I'd be happy to buy it too. I'd be an interested buyer if you don't like that character. But I always make offers on cards that we pull here in the stream. So a pack split Sandstorm with a very lucky heavy pack, including a Nuzzleaf, which was okay, but then a surprise Ludicolo comes out in the middle of the pack. All right, not bad. So this will be at the 134-minute mark. Now I'm going to jump over here to the clips area for Mike's side. Hot Sandstorm pack. Now, first of all, I'll say fake Sandstorm pack end up being a repack. This would be before 130 5 minutes, and then hot Sandstorm pack afterwards with a cute Ludicolo coming out. There we go. So I gotta, I gotta set up all this stuff for the clips. We produce a lot of content. We will make sure that we uh, basically create a memory of all this. We don't want to forget it. It's too cool. Somehow EXs could also be in the middle of a pack. I'm so confused, says Miss Tammy. Yeah, it's really cool, I guess. Wow. That is so cool. I'm glad we opened that one. If I had it my way, we would open only heavy packs and all the light packs would stay sealed. And then we would just go send them out to grade, which is a much better system to have a graded light pack. Now, I think your turn's over. I don't think you have any more, Lorenzo. Now we have Mr. Mahasvara. All right. Well, Mr. Mahasvara, this is looking pretty clean. Let's see. What do we got here? Root fossil. Oh my, oh my gosh. This guy's pulling like all this stuff. You get root fossil. That is some rough, tough stuff. Here's KD and Rust. What do we got? KD and Rust. So he's going to pull Natu. All right, KD. And sometimes it's someone else's turn. Damn, dude. So close. What should our next pack break be, anyways? We got to pick another one after this. Yeah, a pack can have two rares. One hollow rare middle of the pack, one non-hollow at the end. That's so cool. I didn't know that. So even if the back of the pack is a non-hollow, you don't want to give up until the middle of the pack. All right, we have Mr. Masvara. Now, Mr. Masvara, I got to say, this is looking quite clean. This might even be a 10 here. The centering's looking good. The corner's not that bad at all. Shroomish. Well, hey, a Shroomish 10 is still a Shroomish 10. And then last but not least, Miss Sarah Dusenberry picking up. We already saw this one. Meryl. Oh, yeah, we did see that. Meryl, very cute. All right, e-reader Meryl. There we have it. The winner is definitely Mr. Lorenzo Schraub. That guy got all the luck. Holy cow, man. That's definitely a clip to rewatch. So, Mr. Mahasvara, set these here for the moment. Crystal Guardians. I mean, we could do Crystal Guardians, but it would be unbelievably expensive. All right. $400 loss on that fake pack, and no way to enforce that guy to repay it. Maybe I'll request AI some advice on what to do about that to optimize our chances. I don't know. See what we have to do. I mean, because ultimately, I think I can threaten like a lawsuit at worst, but I don't want to do that. But hey, that is 100% his pack. The markings. What's interesting about the repacked pack? This guy right here. What's interesting about him is he's got this line running right here, so we can see very clearly it's his. So there's no doubt about it. We can see very clearly that that's his pack. All right, Lorenzo, you got a bag over here somewhere, right? It is Lorenzo. Oh yeah. Here's the Amistar going in. We're starting up the Cool Kids box again. We stopped putting cards in there, and I kind of regret doing that. We should have kept doing that because it's really neat. So the Cool Kids box. Look at that. I'm gonna set them in there, and if you want to grade them, just let me know. All right. Now we don't have a big expensive booster pack anymore. We gotta pick a new one. He did a bad job. I could have done a better job. I would have put an effort, no heart in resealing those days. It might not have been him who resealed it. He might have done it. He might not have done it. I don't know, but it's just how it is. So why don't we do a new one we haven't done yet? Maybe this will be a heavy pack. How about this gym challenge? So we had two heavy packs in a row. I want to point that out. The Rocket pack went off. That was heavy. Dark Alakazam hollow. Then the Sandstorm pack went off. That was hollow. Just want to point that out. We're getting good returns here. That's better than opening a booster box even. All right. Maybe I should just buy this $26,000 booster box, huh? Divided by 36. Nope. 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 That's way too expensive. Whoever did that brings shame to resealers. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. All right. I just want you guys to remember all of that next time you look at the price and it seems, a little higher than maybe like the cheapest one you can find on eBay or something like that. It's like you never know, that cheap one on eBay might just be a reseal. And then I need to be able to afford it when the packs are fakes anyways, because one of us has to deal with it. These guys reseal packs pretty well these days. Oh, that one did look a little messy, didn't it? All right, so we got some gym challenge coming in. Good. We have to choose a price for this as well, right? Give me a minute here, guys. He gave you some comments. You got to put it code cards and energy cards only. Shake my head. Yeah, actually, it doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, does it? You're gonna screw me over. All right, so this break shall be a $47 a spot break. Cool. So this one's a bit cheaper. It looks pretty authentic. Look at the little price sticker on the front of it, huh? Now this set's cool because it actually offers you a chance to pull Charizard. Blaine's Charizard is in the Gym Challenge set. All right. Oh, I suppose we should make a post in the put this over here. We should go make a post in the Breaks channel, shouldn't we? Yeah, the Breaks channel also deserves to have a note. Oh, so many notes you got to write up. We're gonna say Sandstorm break 135 minutes. All right, good. Now let's get a new price tag on. What did I say, 47 or something? 47. Oops. So stupid, dude. Getting burned by that guy. I hate thinking there's some criminal guy out there who gets away with it too. That's the worst part. Some nasty, nasty dude. That's the worst part. I wish I could find him and have him receive justice. We need justice, guys. There are rats in my grits. They eating it. What? In your grits? You're gonna get the rat disease 6. Did you guys hear about that? They got some kind of virus going on in that ship, the cruise ship. People are like freaking out. Thank you, Sarah, for the big order. I really appreciate it. 6 is next. She needs 2 English jujutsus. All right, 6. You might snipe these, believe it or not, because this is a fresh box and 2 packs are already out, and you're taking the next 2 packs. Is that Vending Haunter still on the table? He's still available. He's in the Pricey Slabs channel. He's a pretty cool card, isn't he? All right, we've got Maki Zenin. Ooh, Maki Zenin. 1. And Nobara Kugisaki. Not Nobara Kugisaki. Yeah, what's weird is when we were opening that pack, I started playing with the top of the film of the pack, and I immediately sensed this feeling like something wasn't quite right. I was like, this seems a little stiffer than usual. All right, there you go, 6. You got a couple of these. We're 4 packs deep into the next box of Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe another star card around the corner there. Here's Lucas Lodge. Give me the last AH pack. So you are going to get, well, now wait a second. So let me see your order versus Tammy's order. I forgot. Tammy's in queue. Okay, Tammy's order occurred when? I just threw away the email. What does this say? Maybe I can click on the full order. Hold on. Let me click on the full order. Let me look at the email. I threw the email away. The email will tell me when she purchased her rounds because we got to know who goes first here. All right, here it is. So, you ordered at the same time, literally. No, 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 no. Okay, no, you're a minute off. Okay, so Lucas Launch goes first, and then Miss Tammy goes second. So he ordered at 4:05. You ordered at 4:06, according to this. Is that right? Let me look. Yeah, so you're 4:06. All right. So there we go. I thought it was the same time. It was not. All right, good luck. Let's see what happens. Lucas Launch, looks like you will get this pack uninterrupted. 4:45. No more orders, guys. We're wrapping up right now. No more orders. We are wrapping up. You're going to pick up Ethan's Ho-Oh. All right. Not a crazy pack. Just a standard pack there. Got to make sure because, if we open it in the wrong order and then a Gengar comes out, that's kind of a big deal. We don't want to do that. If that does happen, we just treat that as RNG, but we don't want to do it anyways. We treat it as RNG. We don't want a scenario where you got to have this crazy fight over something. Hey, that should have been mine. Well, my God. Lorenz, Mr. Lucas Lodge. Let's find your bag. Here's Luke Glory, Leon Sugarfoot, Luke Glory, Luke Glory. 2 bags for Luke Glory. Okay, you're not in here. The L boxes and the N boxes are tough to go through. Aha, here we are, Lucas Lodge. Found you. Let's write Lucas on the top lip of the bag. Maybe that will help us. Might want to start taking notes of who you buy vintage from. All right, there we go. All right. Now, what do we got? Whew. You're done, and it is actually Miss Tammy's turn. Poor Rishi. Yeah, Rishi just wanted some free ones. How are we so mean to poor Mr. Rishi? All right, Tammy, thanks for your patience. I know this took a while. Running low on Ascended. Tossing this. And tossing this. Come on now. So we got to get 10 of these out. Oof. Takes a while. All right. We only got 40 people watching. Damn, that's really low. Low audience for a Monday night. 40 people, huh? Got 1, 2. Crazy because we've been busy the whole night. We haven't had too many slow parts in the stream. Some cool stuff happened too, actually. We had that Sandstorm pack opening. I think we jumped up to like 64 viewers and then people hopped off right afterwards. Grab one more of these. I got 2 Poke Shuffles. I saw that. Yes, you're in the queue. Don't worry, we don't turn the stream off until you're taken care of. So we just don't want any new orders at this point. All right. 1, 2, and there's number 9. Now, sadly, we need one more booster pack, so that means we got to open one more of these. All right, good luck in there, Tammy. All order will get taken care of before the stream ends. There's been rare examples where that doesn't happen, but usually we take care of everybody. All right, so here's this. Good. Okay, and this goes here. Let's start sleeving some of these. Well, I just put them all into one sleeve. Save all that time. Okay, they can just go in there. Now, We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's start snipping. So we have more of these on the way. But those ETBs cost so much more than any other product. So we have ETBs remaining, but I kind of don't know what to do with them. All right, good. Maybe we can host breaks on them. I'm not sure. Here's Rayquaza popping out. He's kind of nice. I treat him kind of like a hit there. Okay, we got a little Voltorb. Here's. You watching, Tammy? You're not sleeping, are you? No sleeping. Monkey Dory. We got a little Charmander. He's kind of cute. Probably a gazillion of them pretty soon. Erica's Victory Bell. That's the thing about the hollows from this set. There's about to be a trillion of them because they're going to print a lot of this. They're going to print. So, ooh, Slurpuff. That's the perfect Tammy card. Tammy's favorite AR, Slurpuff. All right, and now here's Hoopa. And wow, still kind of rough. Still kind of rough, in my opinion. Just how it is with this set, I think. Slurpuff AR. That's 10 packs, 1 AR, everybody. Woo! Ultra Coldy. What are you talking about? You got Slurpuff right there, Tammy. How can you say that in front of Slurpuff? Oh my gosh. There we go. New gym challenge break, by the way, guys. The last 2 booster packs were heavy. I'll point that out. Heavy Rocket Pack, heavy Sandstorm Pack. It happens. We got good cards out here. Here's Mr. Chris Gonzalez with 2 Poke Shuffles, right? There it is, 2 Poke Shuffles. Ready, Chris? Mr. Chris? All right. Chris Gonzalez is having a little bit of fun. 2, 3, 1, 2. What we got? Oh, a little snipey wipey. All right, we got Zero Aura popping out. Zero Aura. This one, 051. Here it is. Zero Aura. There he is. Oops. So this is a nice 2019 Tag Team All-Stars, Zero Aura. You see he's from 2019. What are you thinking about this, Chris? Do we keep it or do we re-roll it? This is from Sun and Moon era. You can re-roll it and take a risk, or you can keep it. That's the new thing, by the way. If you haven't been around for a little while, Mr. Mosfara, people go nuts on these Poke Shuffles because nowadays you can re-roll it for 90% of its value. A pretty high re-roll. This lets people avoid the cards they're not big fans of. Keeping it, Mr. Chris? Let me take a look at the queue while he's deciding. How many? You're wondering what the re-roll would look like. The re-roll would be for 8 spots. We're going to hit refresh over here. Do I get for re-roll? A total of 8. Now over here we had Mr. Marius, 2 spots in the new gym break. You know, it sounds like you're saying like a gym, you know, like one of those 1 out of 2 fights, but I know what you mean. You mean the vintage pack. All right. Here's these. Where did we put that? Where did we put the empty bag when we were done with it? Oh, we put it back in there. I take risk. I'm having fun. Are you saying yes to re-roll it? I think he's saying yes to re-rolling it. All right. That's 2 people in. That's 2 spots in there. There's a return to the box for 9 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Like this. But this will tick down now to 40. And now you'll have a reroll for 8 spots. Good luck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there's 8. Set that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 2 waifu shuffles. So that's not re-rollable. This one you have to accept the 2 waifu shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I think we pulled out 8 and we put 8 back in. Now, what you can do is if you don't like what you get out of the waifu shuffle, that can be re-rolled. But you have to take your 2 spots in the waifu shuffle. You know, there's only one waifu thing like that in the Poke Shuffles, and it gets pulled all the time. All right, good luck. 2 waifu shuffles. All right, what are we getting? Oops. Ooh, that would have been dangerous, putting that on the wrong side of the divider. That would have sucked. 3, 1, 2. All right, 2 of those. Now, these are $20 each, so what you just got is a $40 value. And it's 2 cold ones. No! Ah, that sucks. All right, 2 cold ones just got pulled. I'm sorry, Chris. In this case, Chris, it would have been better to hold on to the Zera Aura because you got unlucky. That was an unlucky one. All right. So JC says 2 boxes of solo leveling. I'm going to open that, but that's going to be the last order of the night. Okay. Last order. Kitty likes to lay down right where my pathway is for getting fresh cards because she knows I come busting out the door and running into the card room. I think she likes the chaos, the energy. All right. Starting to work. Yeah, it's almost bedtime for me. All right. Last round. As you guys know, our solo leveling prices are pretty ridiculously low. They're actually cheaper than eBay somehow. All right. Good. That's because these are on clearance. We're just letting them sell through. Now we have about, looked like we had about 10 boxes of this left. They're $40 a box. There's some cards in here that go for like hundreds of dollars. So it's fun to open. All right. If you guys watch the solo leveling anime, this product right here is made right in Korea. South Korea prints this. And solo leveling is a Korean piece of content produced in Korea. So they're very proud of it. Let's see what we got. First pack is cold. Second pack, here's an HR with all the characters on it. Here's, oh, oh, that's a really good one. Look at that. Look at this Igris card with the double star. Oh, that's got to be good. I'm going to scan it, see if we can find out what it's worth. Hold on, let me zoom out. How about that? Okay, let's see. I guess I could have opened these, huh? I could have just opened these and taken the hits out. Oh my gosh, there's one for sale for 1,000. Look, there's one up there for 1,000. I don't know if that means it is sold for 1,000, but I know a lot of these other cards are like $200. Damn, bro. That's cool, man. That's funny because the booster boxes are pretty cheap compared to the price that some of these cards go for. All right, so tonight we have 3 cards going into the Cool Kids box. We have a special box where we keep big hits. All right, and we might as well get a clip for that too, huh? So I'm going to jump over here to the clips channel. Oops. Let's see. Oh, that's the breaks history channel. Hold on. Jump up here. Solo leveling Jonathan Cham pulls a double star Igris. Seems to be super expensive. Maybe do some research. And the timing on this is 160 minutes. There it is, 160 minutes. Sorry for starting the stream so late, by the way. We woke up late. I woke up late. Now here's Choi Jong In and a cold one and a cold one. Now there's a total of like 10 boxes left. There might be one hit left in all those boxes. There probably is, but I don't know if it'll be a double star hit. But if you didn't get a chance to open any of these, there's some cheap boxes left. Okay. Here's your specialty card. Sometimes these little white packs can have a hit in them, but this time you're going to have just an identity card. Yeah, you can definitely pull hits out of those. Wow, 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 wow. All right, so we sold out of Solo Leveling Volume 2 Mapniverse, and we're getting close to selling out of Volume 1 as well. Okay, here's this guy, Sung Jun Woo. Okay. Okay. All right. This is a star card, huh? So Yujin Ho. I know JC's over there just enjoying himself right now. He's feeling pretty good. Here's Sung Jin Woo. Nothing feels better than being in a card rip and ship stream and hitting like a jackpot pull, like Mr. Lorenzo just did that. Lorenzo with the jackpot pull. All right. Here we are. And oops. Here we are. All right, very good. So that's the two boxes, and what a lucky bonus box that was. You were going deep on these earlier today. He opened a bunch of these earlier today, and nothing real crazy came out. And then he went two more deep in the second stream, and boom, big payout comes out. There it is. Beautiful. So that's not going into grading. It's going over here into the cool kids box. That's what we're doing. Hey, hey. I can't verify the last sold on this. Somebody should verify the last sold on this card, okay? The number is SLIE092. I'd love to know the last sold on that. Now, all I did was scan it for a picture. Kind of makes a lot of these cards feel pretty irrelevant. So you see, you go through like all these cards, and you get this sense that, hey, these are just kind of commons. There's cards, that you can collect where they're big special hits, Those become the grail cards. All right, cool, baby. Where are we at? What a cool night it's been. We have Mr. Chris Gonzalez going ham. Tammy went deep. Mazvara went deep. Although they got kind of wrecked a little bit by Ascended Heroes. That's a tough set. Someday we'll pull a God Pack or a Gengar, Altart, or something like that out of those, and they'll make total sense at that point. But man, they're pretty rough before that point. But really, the star of the night was the repack, the evil repack Sandstorm pack that just lost me $400 like that. And then the one that came right after it, which was like heaven, and it was a heavy pack, and it pulled a beautiful Ludicolo. So now we're doing this beautiful thing, and then we get this double star pull from the Mapniverse Solo Leveling. So some pretty cool pulls tonight, I'd say. Also some fun with the Poke Shuffles and the live customs. So there's been some really nice stuff. My collector is stuck on stupid. Is it? All right, guys. What do you think of the hantavirus on the cruise ship? We don't talk about the hantavirus because, it's going to upset Six if we talk about it. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, it sounds kind of creepy. If it's a virus, can they stay at sea for a while until it dies off or something? Because viruses, your body defeats them, right? And then you're no longer carrying the virus. The real question is, does it come strictly between rat droppings and humans? Or can humans transmit it to each other? Which nobody wants it if you can transmit it to each other. and apparently it's kind of deadly too. So it's pretty scary. Um, the fact that it comes from rat droppings is so damn gross. That is so gross. That means somebody ate a rat dropping. So nasty. Anyways, yeah, it's a creepy thing. Not much I can do about it from over here. I'm just a card shop guy. Oh, I got to sneeze. Hold on. I muted this. I'm getting good at muting the stream because I've been muting to have a little cough here and there. And now I muted for a sneeze. What the hell? You can't be. I can't be muting sneezes. You guys got to have the full sneezing experience. I wonder if the sneezing and the coughing is related because I sneeze so much in this room. I sneeze all the time. I need to hire like a French maid to come in here with like a booty skirt on or something like that, and then come in here with the duster and just dust every inch of this room because I bet it would help. Rat virus, eh? Someone send a six. Yeah, it's a rodent virus and it's killed people already. It's killed 2 people on that cruise ship. So I don't think we should let them dock. I think we should let them receive food and water somehow, like a supply ship stop by. But personally, I think that they should stay at sea for a little while until, yeah, like a quarantine essentially, right? So they should stay quarantined because that's the last thing society needs is another viral outbreak like COVID, which was just horrible for everybody. COVID doubled the cost of a home and doubled the cost of retirement, in my opinion, right? Because you saw stock prices soar, not because companies became more productive, but because the value of the dollar fell. So a bunch of extra dollars. So what were people doing with it? They were buying stocks. And then house prices exploded too, because there's all this free money for free loans and low interest rates. So house prices soared too, as everyone gobbled up a second home, a third home, they refinanced, yada yada yada. So that's the last thing we need is another one of those. It's just it robbed the future for a lot of people. Anyways, they're obviously having sex there. That's how. Just let them sink. No, 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 no. What are you talking about, Alex? It's not that complicated. But no, they need to be quarantined. All right, guys. Interesting final conversation. I'm hopping off for the nighttime stream. I'll see you for the Tuesday daytime stream. See you later, everyone.